Okay, it's nearly 10:30 and I think we're almost behind schedule, and we're about to head off towards Perth on the bike with the canoe as well, with the aim of canoeing back. I'll get as close to Perth as I can, and then I'll come back canoeing, getting as close to back to Dundee as I can. And if I can't quite make it, I can always get back on the bike and then come back. So it's a great day, we'll see how it goes. There's the aim in the background. Right, off we go. Rather a large amount of material. Oh, and it's also a significant birthday as well, but the bike's a little bit overloaded. Okay, we've got to Kingoody, we're just checking the load, and we can hear the geese hammering away, honking away, but a bit of a problem that the load is very heavy on the bicycle, and the bicycle's a bit fragile, so we've got to go very carefully. But so far so good, we'll carry on. We've done 3.31 kilometres according to MotionX GPS.
0 kilometers per hour.
Right, this looks like an almost certain way to fall off the bike and end the trip, but it's very pleasant out here, as I'm attempting to demonstrate. We're cruising along, gone past Kingoody and heading towards Errol. Almost no cars on the road, trains going past. Just went over the level crossing, and very pleasant. Should be there in no time, if my lungs hold out.
27.
Oh, is that a vehicle coming?
Completed. You covered.
I have to behave themselves because they'll be on camera.
6.38 kilometers. Your current speed is 15.
Okay, we're in just past Errol.
Covered.
A bit of a big gear at the moment. Just past Errol, and it's about 11:40, so we're doing okay. We might make Perth another 10 miles for about 12:40, so that would be good. Then have to pump up the canoe quickly and get on with it. Watch out for this car. Heading towards St Meadows now, then I need to work my way around the A90, then into Perth. I know you like the road ahead. Oh, a bit of a hill. Phone's going away. Right, 12 o'clock. Stop for provisions in Perth. And now we have the interesting bit along the A9. Going over the railway now. No, stop for provisions in St Meadows, I should say. And Bob's sending me a text encouraging me. This lady's wondering where I'm going. I'm going left, there's a red light. This is not good. Oh no, we're off. Go through the roadworks. And we should be fine. Wow, this is entertaining. It's about 10 past 12, and guess where we are? Yes, we're riding along the A90 now, coming up to the Kinforms Junction, but the river's right there, and the sign, so this should be very pleasant. Everybody behaving themselves on the road. On that river in no time. Okay, last cycling stop I think. We've passed through Walnut Grove, and we're about to go under the Frighton Bridge, and I think we'll head all the way into Perth and blow up the canoe. So we're going past a famous nature spot, and hopefully we'll get under the bridge and get the canoe blown up if we can find the pump. And yes, I've just been up another little hill. So we're at 12:30 at present, and that means we'll be stopping about 12:40, I would say, which is not too bad, depending on how long it takes to blow up the canoe. No hanging around. We're in Perth. We're at the Moncrief Island, so we can get in. Don't know what the time is, but I'm estimating about 12:45. Okay, we're just leaving Perth, and it's 13:10, so high water was 13:30, but I was aiming to be on the water at 12:30, so we're a little bit behind schedule, 40 minutes. Anyway, we're off, and just spoke to some people there on the bank. Seemed to think I was a bit crazy, that I wouldn't make it back, but I'm sure we will. So all's well. Drifting down towards Perth Harbour. A little bit of traffic there, that's the rail bridge behind, and you'll shortly see where we're going. So goodbye to Perth, and let's get underway. Still to have lunch and coffees and things. Right, bye. Right, good afternoon, and we are passing it under the Frighton Bridge with the sailing club just beside us, Perth Sailing Club, and it's presently about 1:40, and the wind is nicely behind us, although I was paddling into a headwind for a wee while, which was a bit rough. We can look back up the river, you can see all of the bridge, and we can look down the river where we're going. Not quite sure how far we're going to get, but we'll see. I can show you around my little boat. So up here we have the bicycle if you should need it, and in the back we've still got lunch and various provisions. Met some people who thought I might get very cold, which could prove true, but I reassured them that I had lots of equipment. They said their son did rafting and he was a bit crazy. So it's very comfortable here, if a little bit cold. We're making our way back, presently about 1:40, and we'll see how far we get. We have to do some canoeing soon, but also I think I'll have some lunch and some coffee. Right, I'll leave you with the sunset, although it's not quite setting yet, hopefully. Time is 14:55, and it's starting to get colder, and we're just at the Eden mouth, and we're about to go past Moncrief Island and all the islets that make that up. I'm going to go to the left of the island, so to port, and that should be quite interesting. And that's where we've come from, and just behind us is the Eden estuary where the sun is setting, although hopefully not quite yet. Still plenty of coffee, so we'll stop in a little while, I think. Better get on with a bit more paddling. So nearly 3 o'clock, and I guess it goes dark in about an hour. I don't know the time. I think it's about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. And we're cruising towards, just gone past Newborough, and we're going towards our campsite. And then past the campsite is Flisk Point. So behind me is the sun. If I turn around the other way, we'll see behind me Dundee, which is coming to view, although it looks like it's rather a long way off. So yes, there is Dundee somewhere over there. Quite a long way to go still. And I'm looking at Newborough now with the bicycle. So all well, maybe have a bit more lunch. That's Newborough. And the canoe swinging around, trying to make its way past the castle towards the campsite. Yes, I know, just beautiful.
completed. You
and
covered 50.
we're at the campsite just
2 kilometers. Your current
east of
speed
Newborough.
is 3.
Fairly quiet now, finally.
Kilometers per hour.
A little bit of traffic noise from the A92, but otherwise all well. And that's where we were a moment ago in the campground, and that's looking back up the river and back towards Dundee. It's going a little bit dark, so the lights are coming on. But I'm going to have something to eat now and some coffee, I think. But I'm floating along at about 1 or 2 knots, so that will do nicely. And it's 4:10 is the time. Right then, how's the bike doing? Still secure, yeah. My hat there, my feet are needing the fleece to keep warm. But other than that, all's well. Phone charge is holding
5
up.
hours 30.
Yes, it's very pleasant at the moment. You can paddle along gently. But I can't find a way to hold the camera and demonstrate paddling. But it's very nice at present. I guess the light's going to go completely soon. So this was the chance just to demonstrate that. Watch out for the seals because they can give one a bit of a scare. Greetings. Might not be able to hear me, but you can. Might not be able to see me, but you can hear me. So we're in the middle of the Tay. It's gone dark. We've gone past Balmerino, and you can see the lights of Dundee there, all very pretty. And we're just now having to navigate because we really don't want to end up on some of the shallows, and the tide's almost out now. So we need to stay in the shipping lane, and we've been past one red buoy, and we should be able to find another one soon. Fortunately, I have a chart plotter in my iPhone, so we're using that to let us know where we are. Now we'll keep on trucking up and head towards the bridge, and then we'll just turn left just before we get to the bridge and head to Dundee end of the Tay rail bridge. So that should kind of work, I think. But at the moment we're looking for a red buoy. So gently on. This is going to be a bit hairy because if we get stuck on the sandbank we'd have to wait for the tide to come in, and we really don't want to do that because it's rather cold. Right, I'm signing off. Next stop hopefully at the end. And the time at the moment is about 5:30. We've arrived, and Andrea and Alice have picked me up very generously. So we finished at the Discovery because it's the only place I can get out. Excellent trip. So it's about 6:30, and everything's gone very well. Last bit a little bit hairy, but all good. Okay, now I've got to get the bike off the canoe and the canoe up this ramp somehow. So that was all. Richard signing out. And looking at the mass of the Discovery. Terrific.